Hey everybody, it's Webby here. Just want to sort of take this opportunity as we get into the end of 2021 to say a huge thank you to everybody who supported me on social media and also my YouTube channel this year. It's been a bit of a tough one, obviously with the restrictions with COVID, trying to get hold of cars, actually arranging cars and test drives and that type of thing. So yeah, it's been a real big challenge this year. But it's been a good year. The channel has grown, I've doubled the amount of subscribers I've got. Had a really good sort of year with the amount of views I've had, great feedback and likes and comments from people. So it's been a really good year in that respect. So I thought I'd just share with you my top 10 videos from this year. Some of them are from this year and some of them are actually older videos. So it's interesting to see people are still watching the older stuff as well, which is quite cool. So I'm going to show you my top 10. So starting with number 10, we've got the Toyota Land Cruiser 300 series. And that's actually a recent video. That was only uploaded in November 2021. And according to the stats on my YouTube studios, it's currently sitting at just over 12,000 views. So early November 2021, I launched that video. And yeah, it's done really well so far, which is really pleasing. Coming in at number 9, at the beginning of COVID last year, sort of early part of 2020, I decided to make some how-to videos at work. So if you don't know, I actually work at a Ford dealership selling new cars. So I made some how-to videos for my customers to show them how to use some of the features on their cars, because we couldn't sit with them at the time of delivery and actually show them through the controls and explain how things work. So making these videos, I actually sent the links out to my customers so they could actually understand how some of the bits on their cars worked. And they've been really, really popular. So as I said, coming in at number 9, it came out in March last year. Was a video I made on how to use the Ford Sync 3 system. So that's the sat-nav system that you'll find in all models of Ford. And you can say it's obviously become really popular with not just my customers, but everyone out there on YouTube. And for this year, 12,274 views. And considering it's coming up for 2 years old, that's not too bad, I don't think. So that brings us to 8th place. I've worked with a couple of decent manufacturers this year, who are really supportive of the channel and lent me quite a few cars. BMW, Mini, Hyundai, Peugeot, quite a lot from Hyundai to be fair. And number 8 is the i30 N9 Premium. So that video was released in April this year, and to date is 12,314 views. The i30, as we know, is a really, really popular car here in Australia. It's probably one of the most popular small cars that we see out on the road. So it's not surprising that that video has done really, really well. Brings us on to another manufacturer for number 7, the BMW X3 M40i. As I said, I've had a few cars from BMW this year. Again, another brand that's been really supportive. And I'll be working with them again in 2022, which is really good. So yeah, the X3 M40i, that was released in April this year. That's currently sitting on 13,196. So yeah, it's great to see a good mixture of different sort of cars in the list there. Coming in at number 6 is the Toyota Yaris Cross Hybrid. So some of the cars I actually get from other dealers. The group that I work for is not just a Ford dealership, it's got plenty of other dealerships within the group. And some of the dealerships are Toyota dealerships. So my local dealership just down the road from where I work is Berwick Toyota, and again they've lent me a few cars this year as well, and in fact they lent me the Sahara 300 series that was number 10. So yeah, the Toyota Yaris Cross, that video is just over a year old, so that was November 2020, and that's currently, well, this year it's had 17,476 views. So it's quite impressive to see that even the older stuff is still getting a lot of views, because people are still interested in these types of cars and obviously searching for them on YouTube. Coming in at number 5 is actually my most watched video of the whole channel that I've ever made. It was back in January 2020, so it's quite an old video now. It's coming up 2 years old, and it's the Ford Everest Sport. So this was a car that just came in at my work, a brand new model that had just been launched. So I made a quick sort of walk around video of the actual specification of the car. and this year alone 20,117 views. In total that video is getting very close to sort of nearly 200,000 views. So it's amazing to see almost 2 years later that it's still getting quite a lot of interest. Coming in at number 4, we've got another one of those how-to videos that I mentioned earlier. So this one was how to set up the driver assist systems on a Ford Ranger and a Ford Everest. So again, another video that I sent out to my customers explaining how to use some of the features on their car. That's currently sat at 26,592 this year. Again, so that was March last year, so considering that was such a long time ago, it's still pulling in decent numbers. The next one is probably one of my oldest videos actually. So number 3, so coming up in the bronze medal position, is the Ford Transit Custom Sport Dual Cab. So this was November 19, and this year it's actually got 30,915 views. So that's just over 2 years old. So it's still getting really good sort of watch time. Everybody seems to love that van. I mean, in fairness, it's an absolutely cracking van. So it's not surprising that people are really interested in it. But it's nice to see, like I say, the older stuff still being watched. So the silver medal, so second position, is another one of the how-to videos. And this is the most popular of the how-to videos that I made actually. It's using the active park assist on a Ford Ranger or Ford Everest. So the system where it parallel parks the car, you just do the pedals, it does the steering type of thing for you. And again, that was March 2020, so again, coming up 2 years old. And this year, 33,670 views. So yeah, it's impressive to see they're still getting good numbers. So gold medal position, so first place for this particular video was the Ford Ranger FX4 Max, a video that I did right at the beginning of the year in January. That's got 65,578 views this year. Rangers always seem to be really popular because obviously here in Australia Rangers are really popular cars. So it's not surprising to see that that one did really well. But yeah, watch out for next year because as we know there's a new Ranger coming. It's not going to land until probably the middle of next year we suspect, from conversations we've been having sort of work. But there's going to be some videos on that car. I'm going to show every single model in the lineup as soon as I can get hold of it. I'll be bringing out a video, as soon as I can get sort of information with the specification and pricing of the car. So there'll be plenty of content on Ford Rangers coming next year, plus a whole heap of other stuff. As I said, I'm still going to be working with manufacturers like BMW and Hyundai. I've already got cars booked in with them. Plus I'm going to be looking to sort of try and work with some other manufacturers and also hopefully some collaborations with either other people that make YouTube videos or maybe some companies that are associated around sort of the automotive world to try and bring you all something a little bit different. So just leaves me to say thank you for all your support this year. It's been really, really appreciated. Stick around for 2022 because there is a lot of stuff coming. As I said, all those videos that I've just mentioned. So wish you all a happy new year. I'll see you in 2022.